Hi everybody, Kristen here. I'm here doing a project on my beauty fair kit that I've been the junk journal I've been working on, and I've been just kind of procrastinating on. So I've been wanting to do this project I saw on YouTube. Attic Lane is the YouTube channel, and she made this kind of easy booklet type thing, and I will post the link to the video in the description so you guys can watch it. But I have been dying to make this since I saw that video, and so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this project, this booklet, that she's calling it a booklet. And so I'm gonna try and remember how she does the tutorial. Let me move this paper. I did rewatch the video, so and I also did a little mock-up of it because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do it. So what she did was she took and she folded the paper in half, and she only folded just the ends. She did not do a full crease across. So the idea is to find your center. Now what I did was I actually printed, this is a background page from Shabbydabbydooddah's Fabulous Flowers kit, and I didn't want to have, like, I'll show you on my mock-up. I really like how this turned out. So I just used scrap paper, thin scrapbook paper, and I folded it down. So the back of the paper was all white, so I didn't want to have that for this project. I wanted to have some design. So I printed from the floral kit on the back of this page, so which is the collage page from the beauty fair kit. Okay, back to where we were going. So you want to find your center, and on camera I know you're not going to be able to see it, but there's a small crease here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to bring this up to the crease on both sides. And this is where we're going to crease it down. So I'm going to crease. I don't have a bone folder. This is copy paper, so it's going to crease really nicely for me. So then I'm going to, oh, actually, that's cool. That's nicely unexpected. I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to bring it up, and we're going to meet in the middle. So let's do that. So now I kind of have to figure out here. All right, so then we're gonna take and we're gonna just fold this up right here. And we're gonna meet in the middle here. Okay, so I have to figure out what side I like, which I really like this for the cover, and I think I'll just cover up the inside of this and we won't worry about it. I'm going to fold these corners down here, okay? We're gonna make a square with them and fold these down. So now you can see why I wanted to have the pattern on the other side of the page. So it was actually interesting to look at, and the colors go nicely with this kit. And then what she said was to take washi tape, and she will fold the top down here, and you take your washi. It doesn't have to match the kit because it's not going to be seen. So you take your washi. I'm dropping things. And you just go halfway, about halfway across. Okay. I don't like that. Don't want that to wrinkle. Okay. So then I'm gonna snip this off and I'm gonna go with the angle of the paper. So then what I did, I took this and I just put a little, this is just a regular glue stick, Avery brand. I just put an extra little bit on the adhesive just to keep it from coming apart. And so then you're going to fold this piece back up and fold this down here. And then you're going to take and you're going to fold this down here. Right? And then that will secure your booklet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fold that back up. That way I get a nice crease in the... Sorry, you probably couldn't see that. I just folded that back up. So I've been using the Victorian Velvet Distress ink, and I've also been using the Vintage Photo. So I think what I'll do is I will go around with the Victorian Velvet first. And I'm gonna go around the edges here, just to add a small hue of pink, because there's a lot of pink in here. So just gonna go around there. I'm gonna go in here and kind of color this in with a little hue of pink, which you can see it's very subtle. So I'm also going to go a little bit in here, up to the edge, in here. And also I'm going to pull this up and do the same in here. And I'm going to do that on the whole thing. I'm going to go around the edges with the pink on the whole thing. On this side. On this inner part in here. Which again, I'm just pulling it out so I can get in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go around, oops, I'm going to go around here on the edges. And I'm going to finish up and I'm going to do the other side and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got that all inked with the pink, with the velvet, Victorian Velvet. It's all inked up. You can see all the pink hues. Came out really nice. And now I'm going to go through with my Vintage Photo and I'm going to just do the edges of everything. I'm doing this now before I start decorating because I think it'll just be a lot easier for me when I'm decorating and I don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot to ink. So I'm sorry if you couldn't see that. So I'm just going just around the edges. I'm gonna do in here as well. I'm just gonna finish inking around the whole thing and I will come back. I don't know how that tore like that. That's weird. I may have to repair that. I don't know how that happened. It's very strange. Maybe, oh, I know how it happened. I cut that. Yeah, I'll have to go in and repair that, but that's fine. Okay, so I'll be back when it's all inked up. Okay, so I've got it all inked. It's ready to go. I'll show you the inside. So on that one piece that had the tear on it, this piece here, since I have this little piece of washi, I think I'm going to just go and just actually, yep, and I'm going to put a little extra glue on that. Okay, so again, just taking that extra bit of washi that I had, I'm going to let that kind of glue together before I fold that piece down. Okay, so she does it a little bit differently. She glues these flaps down first, and she makes it so it's like a little pocket. So what you could do is, these might be a little bit big for this, but you can tuck something in there. So she only glues, okay, she only glues on this outer edge so something can be tucked in here. Now I do have, I've got some of these like little small bits. Like this is a little stamp that would fit kind of perfectly in there. So you could have it as a little tuck spot. Okay. So I'm not gonna glue those down first though, because I think for me it's easier to put pockets on first. What I did on my mock-up was I actually just took and put a page right across. But I wonder, would it actually be a little bit easier? Because I could potentially make a skinnier pocket and have it be like a pocket that you tuck here. And there goes my stuff. Or do I want to do, see what I did was I tucked it kind of under here, which I do like that too. So I could do that. But what I'm not liking is this little bit here. I have a white edge there and I don't want to have a white edge. So hold on, let me just go through here. Okay. So I do like this raw edge. I think I'm going to yeah, let's rub it right across here. Actually, I have my ruler here. Okay. That's a nice piece that can be used for something else, and this should, well, it's a little bit smaller, but that's not too terrible actually. Alright, I'm going to rip right here. Okay. I think that's what we're just gonna do. So that can go down here. So have a pocket there. And you know what? I might actually take this and put this under here and have, yep, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'll have kind of two pockets, but I won't glue on the bottom of this one so it can tuck all the way down. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I want to make sure that like that. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna ink. I don't really have to ink around the whole thing, but I am just because that's what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, that one is done. Let's do this one, which I just have to do the sides and the top. And I'm just using what ink is left in my thing, which clearly there's a lot, so. Alright, just do the sides on that one. Okay, so just want to make sure we have, okay. Alright, so that's gonna go there. And actually, I think I want to stick this one down first. This underneath one here. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's make sure. And I'm okay that they're not even. I'm okay that it kind of slopes down on this side. That is perfectly fine with me. I'm just using tacky glue. I'm gonna just do the sides on this one. I had to thin my tacky glue down because it was really, really bad. It was not really working at all. Oh, actually, that's okay, I think. So I had to add some water to it, and I think I added a little too much water because this was the first time I've had to do it, but at the same time, I'm really happy that it's actually, I'm gonna just, okay, there we go. I'm really happy that it is coming out a lot easier now. I'm just gonna grab a tissue. Okay, so I got my first pocket on. I'm good to go on that. Gonna get my second pocket on now, which this one I am going to, oh, you know what I forgot to do that I wanted to do? I might be able to actually just lift this up here. Okay. Yep, there we go. I just wanted to put some in the center to separate the pockets. Anyway, so back to this. So I'm going to find my center to find out how high up I need it to go. All right. Okay, so I've got that on there. I'm going to get this, get the sides here and the bottom. Okay. And now, oops, of course I did. I have like this huge pile of stuff next to my table, which is really annoying. Okay. Okay, so I've got my pockets here, which I will take. Here, I've got these nice tall tickets, so right there, which that goes all the way to the bottom, and then I've got this one here, which also goes all the way to the bottom, and then this one, and then this one here. Okay? Pretty cool, right? Actually, that looks so nice, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just slowly bend that so this way that has a crease in it, and we're good to go on that. Okay, so now I think that has had enough time to dry, so I think what we'll do is we will glue down. So I want to make sure I have the right sides, so I'm gonna put glue right on this edge here, and I'm gonna glue that down. And I've got my tissue so I can wipe away any seepage. Also burnish it down. Alright, so then we'll do this side here. Oops. Okay. Alright, I'm going to flip this around so you can see it again, and I'm going to do this side here. You see why I didn't want to do that ahead of time? because some of these pages are laying underneath where the fold is. And then I'm going to do this side. Well, that's kind of tucked under and it is glued, so I'm just going to be gentle and get this glued down. Okay, that should be plenty. Okay, so there we go. There's our little pocket. And now to kind of figure out, I'd like to have a flap that comes over. This is going to be the front right here. So the flap is going to go inside here. So I think what I'll do is, let's see how badly. I can always put lace over this too, which if you see this cracking here, yeah, this is how you know this is old paper. You see how that's cracking? This is 100-year-old paper with the cracking right here. So I will have to reinforce this edge, which is fine. I have no problem doing that. So what I need to do is it's got to fit inside. It's got to fit inside these pieces here. So I'm just going to take a little snip, like I think about there. Okay. And then I'm going to just cut this down. And definitely going to have to go over that with some kind of fabric. But I think be washi tape too. I have this washi tape. It's got blues and purples and pinks. And I think I'm gonna go over the inside of this here. Just to prevent it from cracking. And actually, I'd like to do this. And again, I'm taking my glue stick and I'm just reinforcing the adhesive. If you can't see it on camera, I apologize, but that's all I'm doing right now. Okay. So I'm gonna put this right in this where it's bent, and I'll trim the edges, and that will help reinforce that. And I think that looks nice with this. And then on the outside I'll put some lace trim. So now let's make sure this fits in here, which it should. Oh look, and it does. So actually, yes, that's how I want that. Okay, so we're gonna glue this in here. This is gonna fold up this way. So where it's gonna have to go in far enough where the fold is. And then that will be the fold there. And again, like I said, I'll put lace on here or some kind of fabric to reinforce that. So actually, I think I should do that before I glue. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, maybe I won't. I'm sorry, I'm processing here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put this in here, glue it in. Make sure I have this so it wraps around. And then what I'll do is I will fold this part out, and I'll have the lace trim go around the back and this part here. I think that will be really nice. I think I'll like that. And it might not be lace. I have burlap, and I've been wanting to use burlap in this journal, so I might actually just use the burlap. But doesn't that washi tape look really nice with this? It does. It works kind of perfectly. All right. Well, that's my plan, and that's what I'm sticking to. So I'm gonna use the tacky glue because it's easier. It'll give me a little bit more give to move around. It's such a nice day here. Actually, the weather is finally starting to turn our way. Alright, so I'm gonna slide this in carefully. And I'll probably have to kind of slide this in this way. Okay, I know there's glue on the outside. I just want to make sure that when I close this, it closes properly. Okay, so that closes properly. I'm gonna just take my tissue and wipe away the excess glue. And also that will help me burnish this down. Hope you can see okay. Okay. So there's gonna be my closing flap. I do have this burlap, which I really like, and I could actually I might even do that. And then what if I did this and then wrap that around the back, and then I could even trim this. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so again, this is just me processing here. I'm gonna trim this a little bit here. Okay, so yes. So now actually what I can do, and I might just come through with the vintage, not vintage, well, I will come through with vintage photo, but I think I'm just gonna take that here, this one, the Victorian Velvet. I can't remember the name of it, it's terrible. Victorian Velvet, and I'm just gonna go around the edges here so it's got a little bit of a pink hue. I do want to clean off my swab, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Okay, so I've got that with the Victorian Velvet, and so I'm gonna just take this. I kind of want the burlap fraying over the top of that, and so I have this folded out. I'm gonna glue it this way. I'm just gonna trim. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so I have a little piece left which I can use for something else. Alright, so I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this because it is fabric, so I really want to make sure I go over this fold with the Fabri-Tac, and I'm just gonna do, yep, just like that. Just gonna take my tissue because I don't really want to have Fabri-Tac all over my hands, and make sure that's nice and glued down, and it looks great. I like that. Okay, so I have this eyelet ribbon, and I think, what if we did that over the top of that? Yep, I'm gonna do that. So I think I'm going to actually, no, I just closed. I closed my Fabri-Tac, of course. All right. I'm just gonna put it right on the edge here. Where the seam is. And I'm embracing the curve of the fabric. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so this is what it will look like once I get this folded down here. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? And then I thought about taking, this might be too much, so no, I think I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That was my initial thought, was to use that. But this is all nice and reinforced, this 100-year-old paper, and now we can start decorating on the inside. So we've got our pockets, we've got our little tuck spots that we can use or we don't have to. Now I have some ephemera pieces, so like this one, let's stick that in here. And I tried this earlier and I just think that is the sweetest thing ever. So I definitely am gonna leave her there. What else? I did take out some, oh, I'm so gonna have a big mess over here. I just know it. Okay. So I have these little tags that are already printed. I will, this one I already inked. She's already inked and ready to go. So I'm going to then take my vintage photo. I think I'll use this one. I like the lady. And then these are printed just on plain cardstock, nothing fancy. I'm going to just, I don't have, I kind of wish I got, I really like this. I just kind of wish I got the one that was bigger because I think it's easier for me to use that. Alright. But this is the one I got and no use in complaining. I have one and it works quite well. So just gonna ink this one. I'm gonna stand up and do some stand-up crafting. I kind of need a little break from sitting. I want to just distress the holes, so I don't want to have white. I don't like that. Okay, now I have this twine eyelash stuff I got from A Tattered Dream. So is that, oh, here we go. So I'm going to use some of that as my fibers. I kind of see why some people have a hard time with this. It is a little fiddly, but that's okay. Oops. I don't even think I got, oh my gosh, what did I do here? Oh my gosh, I'm pulling it apart. Do you see this? I just pulled it apart. I'm gonna go back through with this. Oh goodness, crafting catastrophe is here. I'm gonna use good old-fashioned jute twine. Much easier for me to use. Okay. Find my end, because this is the one I've been using for ages. Alright, I'm gonna use my jute twine. Oops. Okay. Got my jute twine, which the stuff is amazing. It works really easily. So we'll just use that. Don't have near as much of a hard time with this as I did with that eyelash trim. Oh, and it's nothing against A Tattered Dream. It's my fingers. It's not anything against them. So if you like eyelash trim, go right ahead. I don't think it's for me for putting through tag holes. It's for me for using as a added layer. That's what I'll be using it for. Of course, I just tore that. Why ever not? That's quite all right. Okay, let's just take a little glue stick and just there. I'm only doing that to hold it together. I won't put the tags in. Okay, so that is definitely going to be something we use. Now, what happened? There it is. I had a neater desk when I first started this. I did. I've got these journaling cards here. Let's see if these little journaling cards, let's see if those stick in here. Really? Okay, so I'm gonna put these in here. Okay. There we go. And then I've got these, which actually I could put that one, and then I've got a couple of these tickets here, which will be nice. What else? I've got this little stamp. I do like this butterfly, and I do want to use the pink on it. So I'm gonna do that. So just gonna go around the edge with the pink. And these were just butterflies I found typing free printables. So, okay. Got that. So I'm gonna use my little, I'm gonna use the tacky glue. I think it'll be fine. And I don't know if you can see that, but I just took my finger just to smush it in. I'm gonna lay this right on top here. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a little here. You know what? Because the center is kind of tiny, I'm gonna put some on the wings. I typically don't put them on the wings, but because of how tiny the wings are, I mean tiny the center is, not the wings, the center. So I really like that. I'm just looking, I got my bag of tricks of stuff I printed in here. Oh, there's like a little Tracy Fox label I could use, a pretty one. Where did that go? That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'm just gonna ink that. I know this is taking longer than necessary. Okay, so let's take that and put that there. That's cute. That's really cute. Alright, I have a bunch. Where'd those go? I have these little circles that came with the kit, and I did cut them out, and I thought maybe, no, you know what? I'm really liking the way that looks. I need something for this, which I do have. There we go. Are you gonna fit? Are you gonna be too big for that? Oh, you are gonna be too big for that. Okay. Well, here, actually, let's take these two tags that I couldn't use in the pockets. What a thought that is. And let's stick these two tags in here. Which, again, the glue is still wet on that. So when the glue is dry, I'm going to stick these in. The glue stick is still wet, so I don't want to do that until they're dry. But that's going to go on the inside. And I think we'll leave those. I've got the tickets. I'll go back and ink everything. I'm not going to do all that and bore you to tears on camera. So I will go back and ink everything. And so we'll close that. And I don't know if I really want to add anything else to this cover. I really don't. I do need to get a closure for this. Do have this like white ribbon, and what I could do, this is Dollar Tree ribbon. I get most of my ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm definitely not gonna tell a story on that. I get most of my ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Okay, let's just cut this right here. So yeah, I'm gonna use this ribbon. I really like this ribbon. Come on. Doesn't want to cut. Alright, I'm just cutting this. So then I'm going to cut this. I'm gonna tie this. Hopefully it's long enough now to tie it in a bow. And I think I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah. Oh, I like this so much. Okay, let's get my bow. Which it's not even, I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to get it so I can glue the back of it. And, oh, see, it's not even tied properly. Another epic fail for Kristen today. Anyway, like I said, I just want to get this glued back here, so it's not gonna move. And I think what I'll do is just lift this up. I should use Fabri-Tac, but I don't feel like getting it back out. I just want to make sure it's in the center. I'm gonna pull this up here, and I'm gonna use my tacky glue. Yep, that's what I'm using, tacky glue. Get my tissue. To say using the tissue is really good for me, because otherwise I'll end up making a giant mess. But since the bow is kind of a mess, I'm not going to worry about redoing it. I'm just going to leave it, and you can get the idea. And this is the project I did, which was inspired by Attic Lane, and I really love it. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a little long and all over the place, but that's me. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and please like this video. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.